Hi members and welcome. Here's a special video just for all of you. As always, as promised, once a week we post a new video to our members only site for you to enjoy. Today we're working on a nice little flow class, so let's go ahead and grab what you need. You'll see behind me a bolster, a couple of blocks. If you'd like to have a blanket, you're welcome to have that as well. And let's begin, shall we? Let's go ahead and come to a comfortable seated position on your mat. I like to sit up on something. It just gives my hips a little bit more elevation. And let's come into conscious breathing, relaxing the hands on your knees or thighs and coming into a nice deep breath in and out the mouth. And let's just take 5 of those breaths as you're getting grounded and settled. Allowing yourself permission to close your eyes, to lengthen your crown towards the sky, root your sit bones down into the earth. When we get to about the 5th round of breath, let's kindly go ahead and round the spine, chin tucks. Inhale, slide the hands to upper thighs, elbows in towards the ribs, look up towards the sky. Exhale, round the spine, hands to knees, chin tucks. And again, inhale, gaze is lifting up towards the heavens, elbows in. And exhale, release round the spine. Neutral position, inhale. Left hand down to the ground, or you can take a block and place it next to you and reach the right arm up. Lengthen and extend. Exhale, tilt over to the left. Roll the right shoulder back, looking up towards the sky. Take 2. Exhale, release the right hand down, or you can take your block with you and sweep the left arm up. Exhale over, gazing up towards the sky, rolling the left shoulder back. Inhale back to center and release that palm down. Go ahead and change the cross of your legs. Very nice. And let's repeat. Inhale, keep one block right next to me and the other block right over here. Okay. Inhale, reach up through the right arm, place the left hand down or on your block. You can bend your elbow, maybe find a deeper stretch. Keep pressing the right hip down. Very good. Inhale back through center, right hand down, left arm stretches over. Stretching out through the side body here. And inhale, come back to center. This time we're going to walk our hands forward in front of us so that way we feel a stretch through our back body. So walking all the way as far forward as we can go. If you prefer to bring those blocks with you, keeping up the same height. You can go as low as you like, or you can stay up higher, being as high as even up here for very tight hamstrings and hips. Wherever you are, let's go ahead and walk ourselves to the left, pressing into the right palm, drawing the right hip back. Inhale, let's come back through center. And exhale, take it over to the right. Press into the left palm. Bring the left hip back. Inhale, let's come back to center and walk our way forward until we find our way into a child's pose. And child's pose can be any variation that feels very nice for you. So we want to make this comfortable for your knees. If you prefer to place a nice little blanket on your mat and then place your knees wide to the width of the mat, let your hips draw back, let your arms come forward. You can also use that block and bring a block to rest your head and stay here for 3 rounds of breath. And this is a resting pose, so please note that you can come to this space at any time. Inhale, roll your way up into hands and knees, tucking the head, looking towards your knees, and coming into cat tuck. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the tailbone, arch the spine, looking up in the direction of the sky. We visit cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, cat tuck. Take a few more on your own. If you'd like to untuck your toes when you come into the cow version, you're welcome. You can tuck your toes when you come into the rounding. Just connecting movement to breath, breath to movement. Take 2 more on your own here. And coming back through to center, pause, press back child's pose, bring your forehead towards the ground or towards your block. Find that long stretch once more. Once more back to all fours. And from here, we're going to step the right foot out to the side, place it down onto the ground. I'm going to turn to face you so you can get an idea of where we're going. And from this space, go ahead and lift the arms up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm over. Very nice. Back to center, release the left hand down to the ground, right arm up. If you'd like to use that block, you can use the block underneath the left hand. 3 breaths. Nice. Let's float all the way back down to all fours. Go ahead and wash that out. Cat-cow stretch. Returning back to our tabletop position, and on your next breath, please take the left leg out towards the side, plant the foot, solidify it down to the ground, and inhale, bring yourself all the way up, gate pose, arms out to a T, nice and big. Release the left hand down the leg, right arm over, get a stretch. And just notice your breath. Release the right hand down to the earth, left arm up and over. Get a nice stretch here, long extension. Release. Let's come down to all fours, back to tabletop position, and always offer yourself your cat-cow. On your next breath, coming back through tabletop position, step the right foot forward between your hands, and please take your blocks with you if you so inclined, and we'll bring the earth to us, coming into runner stretch, stretching the front leg, bringing the hips back. I would even encourage you to move your leg more towards center, and this just gives you a more squared position for your hips. And then inhale to pull yourself forward, and exhale to bring yourself back. And we'll do that 3 more times. Inhaling to come forward. Exhaling to pull yourself back. This time we start to fold over the leg. So on the next exhale, flexing your foot active towards the sky. We're going to bring those hips back and bring our head down towards the direction of our knee. It may or may not touch, and that's fine. Offer yourself permission to rest into the sacred space. Let's slowly plant the foot back down. On an inhale, rise up, reaching the arms up in the direction of the sky. Exhale, twist to the right, open up to a T. Option 1, stay here. Good option for 3 more breaths. Option 2, you can take your block to your right hand, and on your exhale, bring the block down to the earth as you lean back and lift the left arm up. Hang out there for a few more rounds of breath. Cartwheel the hands down to the earth and kindly find all fours or child's pose variation. And on your next breath, inhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Using your blocks here as well. Again, we inhale to look forward, exhale to stretch. If you walked your left foot into the center line before, you can walk your foot here too. And pulling the belly in on the exhale. Just really breathing that nourishment into your body. Let's go ahead and rest here over the leg when you're ready. And I enjoy saying when you're ready quite often, because I feel that it gives you permission to take as long as you need in various poses. So you go at your tempo and speed, not mine. We'll inhale to plant the left foot down into the ground, rise up, big happy breath. Exhale, twist to the left, open up the arms to a T here to prepare. If you feel comfortable here, let's go ahead and take that left hand down and the right arm up, pressing the hips forward, lifting the chest in the sky. Let's cartwheel the hands down to the earth and very slowly find your way back into a child's pose or a pose that serves you better. Resting here for 3 breaths. Inhale, float forward into all fours. Let's tuck the toes and come to downward facing dog. Walking your dog, paddling your feet, getting some energy through the legs here. Next time that we come into that right leg, go ahead and step the right foot forward, left knee down, left hand down, sweep up, open up to a twist. And again, you can always use a block here underneath that left hand. Gives you a lot more room, a lot more space. Inhale, sweep up into crescent lunge, reach the arms up, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Exhale, hands down or to your block, step back and find downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, next inhale, right knee down, right hand down or to the block and sweep up, coming into your twist. Inhale, sweep both arms up, coming into high lunge or Anjaneyasana. And exhale the hands back down, go ahead and step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale to child's pose. Exhale deeply. Inhale, cat tuck. Exhale, cow. Downward dog, next breath. Right foot forward, exhale. Knee down, inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands down. Left hand down, right arm lifts, find a twist. Maintaining this T position, inhale, come all the way up and pitch all the way back if that's for you, reaching for your ankle or take a block. Very nice. Cartwheel the hands down to the earth, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands down. Right hand down, left arm lifts. Pull yourself up. Take it all the way back. Deep stretch. Exhale, hands down. Downward facing dog. Walk your dog, paddle your feet. Back to knees, tabletop position. Exhale, child's pose. 3 breaths. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward face. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down or lift it. Reach the arms up, high lunge. Exhale, hands down to the ground or to your block. Inhale, right arm lifts, twist. Squeeze everything into your midline. Pull yourself up into a T position here. Right hand to your thigh, left arm lifts. You can bend the elbow, look up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, find downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Left foot forward. Right knee high, reach the arms up. Exhale, hand down to the ground. Left arm lifts. Pull all the way up, coming into your T-arm. Left hand, right thigh, right arm over. Cartwheel the hands down to the earth, downward facing dog. Walk your dog, paddle your feet. Inhale, plank pose. Strong plank here, or you have the option to take the knees down, which would be a good option. We're going to open up to the right, so let your left foot come out behind you or keep it where it is, right leg long. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Option to take that arm back, side plank. Vashisthasana. Palm forward, touch the window or touch the wall or touch the water, whatever's in front of you. Inhale, let's float back through center. Child's pose or downward facing dog. Inhale, float to neutral position. Plank pose, variations all welcome here. Any variation is welcome. And then let's take that right leg behind us, left leg long. Inhale, lift. Side plank, maybe you take that left arm overhead and get a nice stretch. Inhale comes to center. Exhale, release. And let's all make our way to downward facing dog. Walk your dog, paddle your feet. Hands walk towards the back of the mat, meeting yourself here in forward fold. Hip distance apart our feet are, and we bend our knees a little bit. Let your tummy come in the direction of your thighs. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And let's come all the way up to standing on an inhale. Gaze is soft and in front of you. Eyes could be closed or open. Palms down by your sides. Fingers nice and wide. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Coming into some balancing here. Shift your weight into your right foot. Take your left knee in towards your chest. Extend the leg out in front of you, even if it's itty bitty. You may even rest it on a block. That's cool. Arms start to reach up on an inhale. One more breath. Knee into the chest, hug the knee. Cross the right leg over the left leg over the right, bend the knee. Your toes can touch the ground. You can place a block or it can rest on your blanket. We're going to come into eagle pose. And from here, right arm under the left, wrap the arms, gaze is soft. You can reach for opposite elbows. You can take the backs of the hands to touch, or the palms can remain touching here. Couple rounds. If you would like to wrap your foot around your ankle, you're welcome to wrap your foot around your ankle. Sit back more and bring the torso up, bring the elbows up. Kindly find your breath. Eagle takes flight, unwind, unbind, find your way into warrior three. Left leg behind you, flex the foot, drip the torso down, arms to a T or variation of choice. Strong, active standing leg. Float yourself back to standing. Draw your left knee into your chest. Exhale, release, shake everything out, let it go. Very good. Done and done. Other side. Fixate your gaze on something that doesn't move. Set your intention. Activate the left leg. Draw the right knee in. Find your balance. Find your equilibrium. Extend the leg. Reach the arms up. Resist the urge to lean back, lean forward. Bringing the femur right up into the hip socket. Draw your knee back in, cross the leg, slide it around the back of your other leg, and then kindly take the left arm under the right, wrap the arms, coming into your eagle pose, eagle variation. Eagle takes flight. Extend the leg long behind you. Bring your chest forward. Find your balance. Let me kick this way so I don't hit the wall. One more beautiful breath. Draw your knee in towards your chest. Take your time. Exhale, bow down. Let everything go. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Back to standing pose. Inhale. Touch the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Very nice. Kindly take the left knee up, turn the knee out to the side, place the foot on the inner calf, inner thigh, or anywhere but your knee. You can reach down for your foot to place it up higher if you wish. Take your variation of arms for your tree. One more breath. Hands to hips. Step the left foot out to the side, widen the right leg, coming into a triangle variation. Slide the left hip under the right. Let the left hand rest on your thigh. Let the right arm come up. Gaze is up. And if you wish, you can take your left hand down, or you can take your left hand to a block. Don't take your spine out of alignment, so keep it in the same plane. Heel arch alignment in your feet. I'm peeking at you guys. Good. Strong right leg, so you're really active in that thigh muscle. There you go. You got it, right on. So good. Let's go ahead and pull ourselves all the way back up. Inhale. Very nice. Turn the left foot in. Great. And then from here, kindly take your right foot and take it to anywhere on your leg but your knee. Okay, and I just want to make sure I get my block out of my way. Good. Nice. And find your favorite variation of tree. To next. Nice. One more breath here. You got this. And then bringing your hands to your hips, extend the right leg out to the side, take a giant step. And then from here, bend into the knee, reposition your feet, straighten the leg, slide the right hip under the left as you melt yourself into a long extension. And you might even take your block with you, place it to the inside or outside of your foot. Lift that left arm up to the sky or to your hip. Spread the fingers wide, be very energetic here in the space. Eyes could be soft, eyes could be closed or open. Beautiful. And then inhale, pull yourself all the way back up. We're going to come to goddess pose, toes out, heels in. Nice. Hands to your thighs. Beautiful. Let's drop the right shoulder down. Look over your left. Inhale, pull yourself through center. Exhale, drop to the left. Look over the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let's fold forward. Straighten the legs, turn the toes in, heels out. This is a really sweet place to take a block and place it underneath your head and bring the earth to you. If you're feeling a little funky today and your head is planted on the ground, you can go ahead and take your legs up and over, coming into your headstand. Otherwise, we're just going to hang out in this inversion for about 5 breaths. You can walk your hands back through your legs if you prefer, get a nice stretch, pushing the hands into the ground. If your head is resting on a block, you can roll your forehead from side to side. That always feels really nice. Excuse me. And then let's go ahead and lift ourselves up. If you're in an inversion, if you're a headstand, go ahead and slowly take yourself back down. We'll all meet in a little bit of a halfway lift, and then exhale, walk ourselves over to the right, keeping our left leg exactly where it is, and just pushing the fingertips into the ground. I would even suggest lifting up onto a block. Push active, spin the inner thighs really good. So that way you're getting really strong in those happy legs. Bring your left hip back, bring your right hip forward. More advanced, you're going to be reaching for your right heel. You might even be looking, you might be taking your left hand to your right heel and looking under your leg so you can have some fun with that. We're still here for 3 more breaths. After 3, we're going to go ahead and slowly rotate our way back to center. Nice. And then exhale, walk it over to the left and press into your right hand. Draw the right hip back. Good. Left hip slightly forward. Push, push, push. It's a little tug of war of energy here, y'all. So it's like push and pull. Like we did before, those of you that went a little further, you go ahead and take your feet, go ahead and do your thing. Inhale, pull yourself right on up, back to center. Exhale, bow forward. Alleviate all that tension. Take your favorite variation of a forward fold or a wide-legged downward facing dog by placing the hands down onto the earth and pushing the front of the mat away from you. Kindly walking your hands back underneath your shoulders. Walk your feet closer towards one another until you make your way into a squat position, into Malasana. And Malasana, you can be either way down towards the bottom of your mat with the knees really significantly bent, or you can go ahead and sit on a block here and give yourself permission to feel a little bit more open and comfortable. Garland pose. 3 rounds of breath. If you're up here today, you can be even a little bit more higher. I'm just resting. You can even take a chair for this one. And then soon we're gonna just like take the hands back down. Okay. Now from here, we're gonna walk the hands to the left. Take your right knee down to the earth. Bring your foot under you and go ahead and come to a seated position. Extending that left leg long in front of you, option 1. Option 2, you're going to take the left foot over the right thigh, coming into Matsyendrasana, twist, over to the left, look over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Extend the legs out long in front. Shake that out, let it go. And changing position, slide the left leg under the right, cross the right over the left. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist and gaze over your right shoulder. We're going to float back through center on an inhale. Release the legs out in front of us. Scooch down towards the bottom edge of your mat here. If you have a sensitive neck, then I'm going to ask you to please place a blanket behind you so that you're going to place it by your shoulders. And we're going to roll ourselves down onto our backs. And once we're down, reposition that there blanket for yourself so you adjust and you're comfy, comfy, comfy. And from here, we're going to take the legs up to 90 degrees. Option one is taking a block underneath your sacrum and resting with your legs up in Viparita Karani, legs up the wall pose. If you prefer to be against the wall for this particular asana, then you're welcome to go ahead and take your mat and take yourself up to a wall and take the legs up and rest there for about 10 to 12 breaths. If you're comfortable here, without turning your head from side to side, so you can go ahead and look at me first, and then you'll go ahead and do it, but you're still here and you're still breathing. So no worries, okay? And just listen to what I have to say instead. So with the legs up towards the sky, your chin towards your chest, resting with your head on that blanket, relax the shoulders down. From this space, those of you wishing to take halasana, you're going to take the legs overhead. I have my cabinet here, so I'm going to press my feet into the cabinet. I might take my hands to my lower back to help myself out and support my lower back, or I'll keep my hands down on the ground. Your toes can either touch the ground and curl, or they can be flat, and allow yourself this time to rest into the space. And again, we rest here for 10 to 15 breaths. Please note that everybody breathes very differently. So for some people, they might be breathing a lot quicker, and for others, it's a lot longer and smoother. So your transitions will be different. Legs are going to start to activate here in this pose if you're in this fold. Some of you might enjoy bending the knees and resting the knees on the forehead and pointing the toes. That just adds a little bit more sensation to the crown. And it works on your balance. So you have some options to play with here. Others of you might be supporting your lower back. Others of you might be interlacing your fingers, holding your block, interlacing your fingers, or holding a strap. For those of us in Halasana plow pose, the way we came in is the way we're going to come out. So if you supported your back on your way in, you're going to support your back on the way out. If you put your knees on your forehead, you'll put your knees on your forehead for a moment to rest. Hands will then return to the ground as you slowly roll yourself down and bring your feet down to the earth. Once the feet touch the earth, inhale, lift the hips, find bridge pose. Another opportunity to use a block underneath you here and resting knees forward towards me or towards a wall. And relax your face, relax your eyes, relax your jaw. Arms could be out very passively. And very slowly lift the hips. Release your shoulders, release your back, release everything back down to the earth. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side, please. We're going to visit our butterfly pose. Bringing our feet together and our knees to sway apart. This is another sweet spot to place those blocks. So I would suggest lifting the hips and lowering them back down, and then taking the blocks underneath the thighs. And this just takes all the weight off of all the things. So you're just really, really comfy, really comfy. Your hands can rest on the inner thighs. They can rest on your belly, on your dantian. They can rest one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. So giving yourself permission, maybe cactus arms or arms up above, and we'll be here for 8 breaths. And remaining where you are, or sliding your hands to your knees, draw your knees together, draw them in towards your chest, hug yourself here, give yourself a little bit of love and kindness, and making your way into Shavasana and finding your way into the most comfortable variation that you can possibly imagine. It's always nice if you have a sensitive lower back to take your blanket and place it underneath your lower back, or keep your knees lifted, maybe even placing your knees over bolster or blocks and resting here. And we'll be here together for the next 8 rounds of breath, or even 1 minute. Taking this time to close your eyes, to drift off. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. And just offer some subtle, gentle movements into the body. You have the option to remain right where you are and hang out there for a little bit longer, or rest assured you can roll yourself over to the right And start to slowly take a moment to pause as you adjust yourself here. And then press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Once more, back into the center of your mat. The eyes are closed or at a meditative gaze. We bow to each other, honoring our practice, honoring ourselves, and honoring this time. Om Shanti 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Om Jai Bhagwan Ki Jai. Namaste. Namaste, y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Much love.